And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Howard is out there with Smith. And it's Ariza in at the 3 spot.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Well, going into last season, Thiago Splitter accepting a 4-year, $36 million extension, Steve, from the Spurs.
A lot of people questioned the value of that contract, but Splitter more than earned it with his play throughout the regular season and in the playoffs. He's versatile, he can pass, he can defend, and even though his numbers were down a little bit last year, he made tremendous impact just in terms of their interior play.
And they get it back. Here's Beverly, takes it off the glass.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Here's Parker, rejected by Howard. We've played just over a minute here in the first. That's tipped. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Parker's got 5 now.
So deflating for a team. Clark coughing up the ball at one end, and then it turns into immediate points at the other end.
And it's just as much of a boost for the team getting those easy points off the steal.
And it's Beverly missing.
And Splitter clearly, when you look at him offensively, is not a floor spacer. He's a guy who's going to finish inside. He's going to set solid screens. Even though he plays close to the basket, his field goal percentage dropped by almost 10% over the last couple of seasons. He was once superb in that area. Now he's just rock solid. But with the Spurs, in his role, rock solid is good enough.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Houston with a big group substitution here. Terrence Jones is checked in for Howard. Moniunas comes in for Smith. Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. Harden against Ginobili. It's Harden with the drive. And it's good. Harden's got his second basket.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Ginobili with the ball. He got it up. And that's not going to go. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Spurs lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they've built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lane.
Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Well, the Argentinian, Pablo Prigioni, now 37 years of age, but I really like the way he competes defensively. Also a very good rebounder for a point guard.
Leonard, no luck. Houston in the lead. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, James Harden, a 6th man with the Thunder, but he's the go-to guy in Houston, a role he's very comfortable in. He said, quote, in college and high school, I was always the focal point. Now I'm back to my old ways, needing to be the leader, needing to score. In any situation, I'm going to be good. Kevin, he's certainly been good for the Rockets.
A one-man wrecking crew, Doris, thank you. And so here is Houston, following the three-pointer by Tony Parker. Kicks it out to Terry. To the wing on the left, Prigioni, rejected by Duncan. Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. There's 42 seconds left here in the second. Parker kicks to Leonard. Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Rebound by Smith. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now here's Beverly. Tight defense on him. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That is his first foul of the game. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Ariza. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. James Harden. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Ginobili gets a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Ginobili's got 5 now. And we're through 2 here in a good one. It's San Antonio. They lead by 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Tim, in looking at that first half, what sort of adjustments are necessary as you guys prepare to take the floor after the break?
Just refocus of energy at halftime, come out a little more focused and understanding what we got to do to finish this game.
Tim, we appreciate the time as always. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Smith is out there with Howard. And it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. Here's Beverly. Off the inbound. Good. Beverly's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Rockets.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Danny Green, a nice find by the Spurs as a 3-and-D role player. The Spurs always seem to find those kind of guys. A mid-second round pick was Green. He got waived by the Cavs. Spent some time playing abroad. Now he holds the record for three-pointers made in the finals.
They get it back. Howard. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And for Danny Green, guys, a quality defender at either wing position. And, you know, Steve, as you like to say, a floor spacer offensively.
That's right. Two-way guys, Kevin. Two-way players. That's what the playoffs are all about. You think about the success Green has had in the last couple of seasons, defending star players at one end, knocking down big threes at the other. Wow, what a player he's become.
And here's Beverly. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Thiago Splitter.
Well, you look at Patrick Beverly, and I think he embodies the phrase Chicago tough. And he's relatively unknown growing up and hooping in the playgrounds of West Chicago. He's always played the game with an edge, though, and that served him well as an NBA player.
And the Rockets making a change here. Moniunas has checked in. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And that one's good. Ariza's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Well, Beverly learned pressure defense back in high school as the lead guard in a 1-2-2 press. To prepare his team to play that way, his coach had them running stairs, running around the school nonstop for an hour every day. And Beverly still fanatical about his conditioning.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The Rockets also changing it up. Terrence Jones comes in for Dwight Howard. And Corey Brewers subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Ginobili with the steal. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Rockets trail by 4.
Shot clock is off. This should be the last possession of the quarter.
That's what they should have in mind here.
Harden kicks to Beverly. Here's Moniunas. Knocked away. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. 7 seconds. Got a hand on it. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Spurs lead by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feed, putting it way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
The timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
Mills and Manu at the guards. Boris Diaw is out there with Bellinelli. And it's Baines in at the 5. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now, here is Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
Well, it happens. He's wide open, but just couldn't get it to go.
The dive for the ball. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Terry up top. Smith wide open. He fires. Drains the three-pointer.
And a virtual free look at a three-point shot. The defense completely lost him there.
Ginobili the pass to Mills. Fires the 3. And Bellinelli is good for 3. Bellinelli's got the lead back up to 6 now for San Antonio. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Into Smith. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Brewer's shot is off.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Here's Jones. It falls. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
A crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to them.
San Antonio's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. For 3! Gets the 3 to fall!
And they're getting that lead way up there now. It should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'd be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're down by 5. 23 seconds left in the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Second team foul.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And the lead now pretty healthy after that trip to the line.
We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Ariza has the open look. Buries it from outside. Now here's Leonard. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
Shooting for San Antonio.
And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Beverly. Off on that one. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And that about